Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Patricia Monna, and I am a psychic medium and professional remote viewer. And tonight I wanted to do a live stream with you guys and answer any questions that you have for me. So definitely you can put them up in the chat. But while I'm giving it some time for people to hop on, I just wanted to let you know what it is that I'm picking up energetically about what is actually kind of taking place right now. So the reason why we are seeing so much division and anger and hatred coming out, it's literally because timelines are splitting right now. That's why we're seeing two narratives going on. We're seeing people that are fed up with listening to one narrative, and they're living in fear. They're, angry. They're feeding in to the mainstream media, and we need to be very, very, very careful. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We need to be very careful what we're tuning into, what we're listening to on a daily basis, whether it's the radio, whether it's the TV, and social media. That's a big one that a lot of people are really addicted to right now, and seeking truth, right? So here's the thing. There's two narratives because there's a timeline split. One is filled with fear. One is filled with love. The one that's filled with love are the people who have awoken to their divine blueprint, their birthright, why they're here. They are here to make this world a better place. And one thing that I've noticed, and even within myself, is that I feel this burning desire to be the best possible human being that I am capable of being. And even when I feel triggered, I sit and I say a prayer and I ask for that heaviness and darkness to be lifted. And so if you've never prayed before, or never had an experience where you've met your guardian angels, now is the time to start jumping down that rabbit hole and find your truth. And I know that there is many, many walks of life, many different religions. I'm not talking religion here. I'm talking about a truth within you that knows that there's something more than this 3D matrix that's being portrayed. Because the way I view life is that this is a theater. Everybody out there is actors in the play, and we have such amnesia that we don't even remember who we are outside of this body, outside of this character, right? It's a matrix. And at the heart and the core of our being, we know that something is up. Even people who don't believe in, a higher power is having that innate feeling that something else is going on. And it is. You can feel the energy. The minute you leave the house, when you go out to the grocery store even, it's very tense. It's filled with anger. No one's making eye contact anymore, or hugging, even when it's okay to. So we need to correct ourselves, get back into alignment. And that's one thing that Spirit asked me to do tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me, because I'm going to do an energy transmission, a little bit of an energy corrector for all of us in the group. And I truly believe that if you are watching this right now, you are called to have this transmission. You are called to have this higher vibration into your matrix. And I know that it's been really, really heavy out there. I know that it has. So if you have been feeling really tired and exhausted by the energy that's going on out there, it's time to cocoon yourself. It's time to go easy, and do what you got to do, but slow down with the rest. Find the balance. We need balance right now. because everything is filled with anxiety out there. And the problem is that fear is a frequency. Love is a vibration. It's all frequency. And we are energetic beings. So we're going to feel that shift in vibration. And especially now, because the energy is rising. And so is our level of sensitivity. So I know a lot of empaths out there will be feeling this heightened sense of energy. So here's the thing. It is a heightened sense of energy. But the thing is that it's not necessarily a bad energy. It is just energy. It's like saying the light bulb is bad. No, it's not. It's energy. It serves a purpose. It is what we do with the energy that matters the most. It is how we direct and through our intentions that the energy becomes good or bad, right? But when we're sitting in that state of peace, the energy naturally flows through you and to you. And it's not just peace, it's euphoria. It's amplified. The same way negativity is being amplified right now, so is euphoria. And so you got to call on it. You got to align with it in order to feel it. And it isn't just inside of you. You'll feel it in your auric field. You'll begin to notice, we'll say when you leave home, think of the energy of what home feels like to you. Then when you leave it and you go to work, how does that feel? That's an energetic shift. So if you're paying attention to how your body is feeling and your energy is feeling, you'll understand, do I belong in this job? Has my time come to the end? Should I be starting to look for something else that doesn't make me feel like this on the drive, right? Or the minute I step on the property? Or do I love it? Does it ignite my soul? If it raises you up, my God, delve in to what raises you up right now. We have to be very consciously aware of our energy because we are literally creating here the timeline. And the biggest switch, or where I can feel it, is literally from 3D to 5D. It's bigger. The gap is getting bigger and bigger by the day. And so the 3D is feeding into the crap, the mainstream media, all that stuff that's going on outside that you can see, right? And there's a lot of skeptics out there, or a lot of people who haven't touched their soul yet, that don't know what to do with their own personal vibration because they're feeding into that 3D matrix. But I'm telling you, the people who are vibrating with the 5D, with the peace, trust me, your miracles are on its way. Look for the synchronicities. You will see miracles in action coming at you. It's just a matter of opening our eyes and having the faith that what's happening right now, it's needed in our lives. The other thing that I've seen is there's a lot blowing up in people's lives on a personal level. Well, I got to tell you, Spirit showed me going into 2020 that what was shaky was going to break. We are past the due date of fixing things. Now it's going to be in our face, and it's going to be a lot louder, right? Because the energy is raising out there. So if your heart is telling you something, but you're not walking it, you're not doing it, now is the time. It's really, really the time to jump into your truth. So I wanted to share that with you guys because our personal vibrations, every single one of us, is what makes up the whole. And if I don't have your best interests at heart and love you and be there for you, what are the odds that you'll be there for me, right? Right now we need community, not separation. We need to be able to have that personal contact. So I'm going to get to some of the questions now and just take a look at what people are saying on the side. Well, okay, Cecilia says, will we eventually come to one timeline, or is it always going to be splitting? No, see, here's the thing. Our bodies react to the energy that's around us. That's why, and we're very, very sensory beings, and energy speaks, right? So the body reacts to what your brain is thinking. And if you're in that heightened state of stress all the time and not on your path, right now, that's really not good. It's not good for the body. It's not good for the mind. It's not good. So some people are going to get worse, and some people are just going to continue to rise. And so, and there is, like, when I was looking at all timelines, there is a big event that every single timeline leads to. And so when I look at the book of Earth and the history of the collective and the future of the collective, it all leads to the same event. So here's my thing. Anything can happen at any point. No, tomorrow is never, ever, ever promised. So we need to start living now like it's our last day. We need to tell the people that we love them. Because guess what, you guys? None of us make it out of this place alive. None of us do. So we have to start living in that higher state of, this is who I am. This is where I stand, right? And I'm saying that in every aspect of your life, not just, on a political scale, but on a personal scale as well. We need to get our houses in order. We do. We need to know who our people are, because right now, that's what's the most important thing. So we can't worry about how this story ends. None of us will be around to see that. This world keeps turning, regardless of if we're here or not, right? So we have to live for today. And honestly, there only is the now. It's one big continuous now. That's why tomorrow never comes, right? It's just a mind game. There's really no such thing as time. Even on the other side, there is no such thing as time. So I hope that made sense. Okay. Well, sorry if my camera is shaky. I didn't realize my computer is not flat. This live stream should work in replay. Yes. Joe says, prison planet, purpose in life is to wake up and escape. I absolutely agree. And here's the thing. We need to spread the light to whoever the universe brings us. This is why I'm saying, more so than ever before, wake up and be the best freaking human being that you were born to be. Don't let anyone shit on you. Don't let anyone's bad attitude rub off on you. That's on them. That's on them. The minute you bring it to you, that's your karma. Don't do that. Every single interaction you have, bless them and send them on their way. Light workers, I have to also tell you something else too. If someone is popping into your mind right now or randomly, stop, drop, and pray for them. And I mean that, because quantumly, it's literally like a grid of angels all across the world. And if you're in that vibration, you will get the message of someone popping in. Just pray. Just pray for them. They need your light. Send them light. Breathe it in through the crown of your head, into your heart, and out of your hands, and just bless them. Surround them with light. The other thing that I do is, if I'm ever passing an accident on the side of the road, I literally start sending them love and healing and protection. I'm asking my angels to guard, guide, and protect them and give them what they need for a speedy recovery. It's just something that my angels have been telling me to do. So I've been doing it, and I suggest you do too if anyone pops into your mind, or if you see something on the side of the road. It's good to bless them. Oh, we got a bunch of questions now. Okay, let me scroll back up. I love how far you guys are joining me from, all the way from England. Thank you, Lisa. That is so awesome. Okay, Marianne says, can you sense the percentage of humanity that is vibrating at a higher frequency? Yeah, it's not a lot. I'm going to be very honest. Canada has one of the lowest frequencies right now. We are living in a shroud of fear. It is absolutely brutal. The only reason why Canada doesn't look like Australia right now is because Canadians aren't in the streets. They don't. They lay down and say sorry for not laying down fast enough. So, and that's very, very scary. So my own country, I would say 18 to 20% is vibrating at the vibration of love and clarity and community, and awareness. It's low, but here's the cool thing. Okay, so here's how far it goes. I was once under my own shroud of depression and anxiety, and I had my own stuff going on and my own dark night of the soul stuff. And I think back to myself, had I not chosen to heal, to change my career, to change my life, and it was easy because when you're ready, spirit directs you. I've always had that connection, but I finally allowed myself to be led by it in 2011. And it completely changed my life. Had I not gone through my crap, I wouldn't be here being able to talk about this. Every single step was necessary to get me to here, to get this broadcast in this moment so I can talk to Lisa in England. How amazing is that? And here's the other thing. Had 2020 or 2019 not happened, your reality right now would be different because I wouldn't be talking to you, telling you this right now. Do you see? You see how the universe works? It's pretty cool. Every single step, the good, the bad, the ugly, the bullshit, we need to bless the bullshit. It's fertilizer for our dreams, 100%. Sit back. Now, here's the other thing, you guys. Observe. Do not absorb. Even when it comes to your own voice inside of your head, start observing who's talking to you. Who are you having a conversation with? Because you want to take your awareness to the next level, guess what? That voice isn't just you. It isn't. That's the voice of spirit. It's very telepathic in the 5D realm. It's all telepathic. Even when it comes to these beautiful crystal children who are being born with autism and Asperger's syndrome and Down syndrome and nonverbal, they're teaching us telepathy. They're teaching us our roots. They're showing us that we can communicate without this, right? So that's what we need to get back to. And the reason why we need to get back to that is that's how energy works. I mean it. How do I say this without sounding crazy? If I want someone to think of me, I know how to project my energy enough so that I can pop into their head. Everything is energy. It's like the quantum entanglement of two twins. One is in China, one's in Canada, and they know when one is in trouble. Quantum entanglement. All of us can do that. Especially if, we'll say, people who've been married a long time and they know the energy of their spouse. You can literally feel their thoughts. It's an energy. So, yeah, sorry, I kind of went off track there, Marianne. Canada's not doing really good. Oh yeah, the reason why I went off on my tangent was to explain how one person can help shift however many, right? Think of, someone that steps on stage and there's 50,000 people cheering and they stand up and they can command an audience of 50,000 people. That's energy. It really is. So one person has the opportunity to shift 750,000 people. I really hope that this video gets shared because it does. I'm really sorry that I don't put up a lot of videos. I really don't like having to get out a camera and stuff. It's really nerve-wracking. So I really hope that this video does get shared because I think it's important information and important tips. Because I'm also going to be talking about how to protect your energy through this time and what do we need to do on a personal level. So if I forget, please remind me to say that because I'm just going to go through some of the questions. Love it. Sashi says, my husband and I experience telepathy, picking up on thoughts that are not my own. I find this all incredibly fascinating and want to dive deeper. It's all energy. It's totally all energy. Um, uh, yeah. I've found 30 missing people. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I found 30 missing people tracking the personal energetic signature of people. Yeah, it's everyone has an energetic signature. Okay, let me see. Jay says, what is the best way to keep hanging on? I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread, about to give up. No, you don't. Don't you dare. Don't you flip and dare. Don't you dare. And I mean that. We need you. We need your light. Say a prayer of protection. I'm going to do a recalibration with you guys. So to bring the energy back up and to clear that heaviness. So stick around, Jay, and let's lift that together. So here's the thing. You have to take it one day at a time, one breath at a time, if one day at a time is too much. Because we will make it out of this. We have made it out of 100% of our worst days. And mine were pretty sloppy and snotty balling on the floor. So what we can do as a community is pray for you. So we will. Whoever's online, we're going to lift each other up. When I open up the quantum field and connect our energy in light and intention to heal, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. All of you guys will feel it. It's pretty cool what happens. And I love how science is proving what the Bible said thousands of years ago. Jesus said, when two or more are gathered in my name, that's where miracles are found. That's where I'm found. And it's true. And right now we got 89 people watching this live with us that are going to all tune in, 90, that are going to help create that grid in a few minutes. And we're going to lift each other up. Because that's what we need to do, you guys. It doesn't matter how far away we are. You will feel the ripple of light once we set up that grid. You'll feel it. Okay, DM question. When will COVID end? Will we go back to normal? No. So here's the thing. You know how many people are walking around with PTSD? And you know how long it takes to heal heaviness from people who don't have a clue how to heal themselves? It's right now, no. And you guys, I hate to say it, but they're going after the kids next. And if you think of what we have been told the whole time, kids are not getting sick, that we have to be very careful what we are doing to the next generation. Because when they screw this up, that's a whole generation. What are we going to do? So I know Americans are very strong, patriotic people. You guys stand in your power and you speak your truth. And you got to do it. Speak your truth. Don't let them do to you guys what they did to us, because it's a very slippery slope. Canada just got away with it. And it's the reason why they did it to us first is because they knew Canadians, like I said, would take it laying down, right? Americans won't. So I don't know. I really, adults are one thing. We're adults here. We can make our own decisions. But making decisions for children that don't have a voice yet, we have to be their voice. And it's up to us to protect them. And right now, the odds of any child, we've been told this right from the beginning. This isn't about kids. That's why the numbers are really low. Yeah, something's got to be done to protect the kids. Okay, Sasha, I'm going to answer this question. You said that you hold fear. You want to delve in to telepathy and that psychic realm, yet you hold fear around it. Any insight would be deeply appreciated. Get into a state of peace. Get into a state of peace and find your connection. Because I have to tell you, God is a broadcast system. Angels are a frequency. If you guys actually could see angels, you'd see pillars of light and colors. It's us that assigns the wings and the arms and the legs and think that it flies. But really, they look like tiny little specks almost flying around, specks of light flying around. And it's a frequency. So if you want to reach into the highest realms to bring in the highest ray of truth, you go up, not down. Don't delve into the scary stuff. I've never touched a Ouija board in my life. I don't play with tarot cards. I've never had an interest. I'm not calling them bad or being judgmental or anything like that. I'm sure they work well for some people. Just, it's not my vibration. And so the more you go within, that's where you're going to find your connection. This is why I'm saying observe who's talking to you. And then you'll start to hear the voice of the broadcast system that you are in alignment with. So tonight, I'm going to align you guys to that highest broadcast that your body, mind, and soul is capable of raising to at this moment. We will lift fear from the collective and the group that is around us. We will heal as a community. Oh yeah, when will COVID end? Well, here's the thing. They're not going to give up what they've taken away. And so it's going to be a new one, until they get a different system in place. I think we need to be also very consciously aware of the technological race that's happening out there right now. And yeah, we need to be careful of where this is going. Lisa says, what's my view on this? What's my view? Honestly, everyone needs to do according to them what is right for you. If you're the breadwinner and your job is on the line, I totally understand that. Even if it's not on the line and you take it, because I want you to do what's right in your heart for you. And so I can't sit there and say everybody should watch out and not get it, or yes, everybody should get it. No, I'm not even about it or not. I'm about pro-choice. I'm about, you want to put something in my body that I don't want, I'm pretty sure that's the definition of rape. And you want to pay me, whether it's a donut or $100, to put something inside of my body that I don't want? Pretty sure that's prostitution. Whether it's medical prostitution, it still is against the law. So I don't like the narrative. And so for me, if I don't vibrate with the narrative, it's not my narrative. And I like my sovereignty. I'm going to keep it that way. I'll sit it out. I go to work and come home. I got you guys. This is fun. Well, in the moment it is, but I'm usually scared as heck right before it. But I've got my tribe. And that's why I say we need our tribe, because we're going to have those days where we feel really weak and like we can't take another step in front of us. And we need someone to help lift us up. So tonight we're all going to do that. Okay, Natalie Dack says, hey, I'm from Alberta. Yay, soul sister from Alberta. My body has been very dizzy, nauseous for the past 4 days. Assuming this has to do with energy happening and shifting. Wonder if others are experiencing this also. Interesting, because yes, over the last 4 days, what are we at? We're at Friday, right? No, okay. So last 4 days have been heavily concentrated, but I felt this wind coming in or this energy shift coming in actually last Saturday. It started to shift. And so, like I was saying, energy is neither good nor bad. It's going to hit each and every one differently, right? So for me, it actually came through as, oh, peace. Oh, I forgot what you felt like. Oh, thank you, God. It felt like peace to me. A lot of other people were dizzy and nauseous, including one of my sons. Insomnia was another one. Their sweats all night, I remember them saying. So it's all in how the energy is hitting our body. And so what I would do is don't be scared of the shift that's happening. Command it to be the greatest, highest good for you and your life and all involved. Command it to a higher frequency of love. Command it. Set the intention. What am I going to do with this shift? Right? Drink lots of water or you'll have headaches too. And it's interesting because I've got one right now. Okay. Oh, sorry. That just skipped. Where did those questions go? Amber 7 says, do we need to watch negative news or can we just manifest love, peace, joy, and stuff? Or are we creating negative vibes by watching it? I'm confused. Yeah, turn off the negative news. Absolutely. Do not listen to mainstream media. Anything that has the vibration of anger or gets you like this, shut it off. Even music. Watch what music you're listening to, because when someone's lyrics get stuck in your head, you're actually embedding that vibration and that story inside of your cells. Your cells are always listening. So be very protective of your energy right now. And actually, let's take a moment and talk about energetic protection, because that's a big one. We big time as light workers need that right now. So I work with gemstones. I make hematite and selenite healing bracelets. So I never leave home without my hematite. Oh, and I forgot to say, I also wear magnets. Spirit has been telling me that the energy that's coming through right now has quite the electrical charge. So if you're shocking people, you're a light worker that's getting a little bit more electrified. So in order to kind of balance that, because we are electromagnetic beings by nature, right? I have magnetic insoles for my shoes from Nikan, and the website is www.nikken.com. And even my bed, my mattress topper is magnets, and my blanket is all magnets sewn into the blanket. And I cocoon myself in that, and it's just like the most heavenly feeling. My whole body starts tingling. It's just amazing. So I've been using a lot more magnets lately, and I noticed that I'm not feeling as electrified. The other thing too is a buzzing sensation within your body. Look for that as well. Like your legs are humming, or your arms are kind of buzzing, or your hands are kind of buzzing. That's also a frequency shift coming in. So just heads up on that. And the other thing too that is totally a symptom of what's going on, or when the energy spikes, is when you're feeling this inside of your body, the whoop feel, almost like you're dropping on an elevator. If you feel that, guess what you're doing? Your soul is actually wriggling inside of you. And I mean that because for anyone who's ever astral traveled, you start to feel it, because that's your insides loosening up out of the cage. Our body has a cage all around it and in it. And in order to get past the cage that keeps us inside of our body, we need to vibrate at a very specific frequency in order to actually be able to astral project or have an outer body experience. And so that feeling like this inside of your body is actually a higher resonance coming in for that split second and loosening you inside. And one of the greatest ways to achieve astral projection is to practice jumping inside of your body. Wriggle your way out. We all know what it feels like by memory to jump, right? Or to go like this and wriggle. So literally on the inside of you, start wriggling. Start jumping. Start feeling the sensation of jumping. Practice that before you go to bed, and you'll be astral projecting quite easily. Cecilia Lamb, I'm so proud of you, sister. I am going to absolutely keep you in my prayer. She says, I'm not Veed, and I'm getting laid off very soon, November 30th. I started my business trying to survive. Will it make it in 2002? I just got full blood body goosebumps. Seriously. This was your push. Get excited. Seriously, Cecilia, this is the time. I'm pretty sure I even predicted that in one of your readings with me. So trust me, do not be scared to jump. You guys, however this hits you personally, do not be scared to take that jump. Take it in a leap of faith, whatever you do. You got no choice. Is that what spirit needed to push you into that corner so that you'd finally find your strength, stand in your power, and go out on your own? That's what I did. I was working for a broken system. I was a nurse for 13 years, and I loved it. I loved taking care of my elderly patients. But I have to tell you, I really, really, really did not love the abuse that took place. And when you try to report it, oh my God, it's frowned upon. It's awful. It's totally awful. And so I figured you can't fix a broken system. So I left and I created my own thing. And I can't tell you the peace and the joy that I have in my life every day doing my own calendar and waking up. If I don't want to, get out of bed until 10, well, I'm not going to. I'll take a client at 11. It's amazing to be in control of your life and your worth as well. Totally your worth. So we're very underpaid as a society for the specialties that we do. So good for you, honey. And for anyone who is in Calgary, like Cecilia, I'm having my meditation still in person. I'm doing the 1/3 capacity. And this is a place of worship. I'm an ordained minister, so they can't shut me down. So come and meditate and manifest with me. And yeah, you'll see miracles start to happen in your life. Everything is energy, including the vibration of miracles. Cully asks, is transhumanism going to be a parallel reality in this timeline? Yes. And I think that there's going to be persecution if you're not. And I think that this is one big live experiment and system upgrade, or so they're hoping. I think that it changes the resonance of the person's body. And I say that because I can see energy. I can see auric fields. I can see when an angel stepped in the room or a deceased loved one. It's energy. I see it around a person, right? And so one thing that I noticed was that I could tell who had had it and who hadn't by their auric field, because the people who hadn't had it, I could see their colors like the rainbow. If they were in a bad mood, it looked like brown and red, and you know what I mean? Like I could see their colors. But for the people who took it, it looks like static. You know when the TVs used to go off the air and it was static fuzz? To me, that's what their auric field looks like. So that's kept me up a lot at night thinking about that, because I know I have a lot of loved ones that have taken this, and I care. I can't, I don't know why, but it does affect a person's energy field. And so if I see that within the field, how is it affecting their body that we can't see? Right? So, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking for questions. Danae, nice to see you on here. She says, well, sometimes when I look up in a clear sky, I see sparkles of light dancing around. Are these energies angels? I've also been seeing so many synchronicities lately. I feel like I'm on a good path. Girlfriend, I think, didn't I teach you how to see angels at one of my classes where we went out on the deck at my studio and we're looking in the sky? Yes, those are angels. Absolutely. You guys, tomorrow, what I want you to do, oh, I love that there's 111 people online with us right now. That's my angel number. When you go outside tomorrow on a clear blue sky, you can't really see them when it's snowing because they kind of blend in. But on a clear blue sky, look up and look through, almost like you're using your glazy eyes to see a 3D. Well, when you look through, you're going to start to see little tiny sprigs of light dancing everywhere. Those are angels in waiting. Those are the angels that are your first line of defense. Those are the ones that help the mother if, we'll say, was in a car accident and her baby's underneath the car, she's lifting the car to get her baby. Those are the angels giving her the superhuman strength in order to save her child. Those are angels in waiting. Their job is literally to jump into action when we ask. So I can't stress to you enough how important it is to get in the habit of asking your angels for their guidance and protection every day, especially while we go through this, because you guys, you better believe it, we're at war. This is a spiritual war. This is a psychological war if I've ever seen it. And that's why people are walking around so angry and bitter. Guess what? That's an energy that got into them, right? So we need to be careful with what we're vibrating at, because there's always something ready to try and affect our energy. There's always something there. So watch your triggers. Do not allow your triggers any space right now in your life. Head down, one foot in front of the other. That's what we need to do right now and stand in our power. Manchester, UK. Welcome, Kim. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, Cynthia asks, what does it mean when you doze off and your body jerks up? I want to learn to astral travel. That's the very beginning of astral traveling. So when you're falling asleep like this, you kind of jerk, that's you starting to leave you and then getting jolted back in. The slightest touch can jolt you back in, a thought, a disruption, anything. So here's something really trippy. If you look at a baby sleep, you'll see that they have that startle reflex quite a bit. You pick them up and they'll go like this if you pick them up too fast, right? You know why that is? They just got here. Their soul is not fully locked inside of their body until about the age of 2 to 3, 2 to 4, actually. Well, no, about 2 to 3.5. When I see a child under the age of about 2.5, I can see their soul sticking out, and I'm not kidding you. That's why a child's startle reflex is like this. They're getting jolted back in. Every time you pick them up, think of it as here's their body, here's their soul, and it's going like this. It's hovering. And then it's falling back in. So when you pick them up, it's literally jerking their soul. And if you think about it, why do babies sleep so much? Well, I got to tell you that soul integration is very difficult. It is exhausting for the soul to push itself into the body. And this is why babies, we don't have memories coming out of our mother's womb. We don't have memories of sitting in a crappy diaper or being breastfed, right? We don't have those memories because the soul isn't fully embedded into the body yet. That's why memories happen about the age of 3 or 4. So for any parents out there who have children that are about the age of 3 or 4, guess what they can do? They can tell you who they were in a past life at that age because they're right there. Their memories and their soul is in the body a lot firmer, so they can integrate that information. They just came from that side. They just came from that realm. So they got a lot of stories to tell if you listen. So at about the age of 3 or 4, when they can, tell you a sentence, Ask them. Say, do you remember when I was little and you were big? Who were you? Who was I? And they'll start telling you stories. Listen, because it's very, very interesting. I did that with my boys when they were young, and it is so crazy to see who they've become in this life, because it totally reflects things that they said when they were that young. We know who we are. At the core of our being, we know who we are. We have to break through the grid of amnesia. And trust me when I say there is a grid of amnesia. And what deja vu is, it's peeking through that grid. In that moment, it's like, ooh, I'm bumping up against something that I know. And trust me when I say truth resonates differently than a lie. It hits in the body like a statement, like a solid statement. Whereas a lie or something that's false feels like this. It leads to more questions. There's no period at the end of it. There's a question mark. So we need to start paying attention to how the outside world, our situations, our work, everything is affecting our energy. You'll feel it, and you'll feel where you need to be. If you're off your path right now, Spirit is magnifying that so there's no more confusion. Shannon, with the energy of past loved ones, if they are killed, does that mean they will always be connected with their killer? And can we purchase your bracelets you wear for protection? Absolutely. I just made a bunch of them. Let me think of how to do this. I'm going to set it up through my website. I haven't done it yet. A little online shop on there. I'm going to do it because I have so many international clients now. But email me at info@patriciamonna.com and let me know what size you want and what color bead you want, because I have silver beads, rose gold beads, and gold like mine bracelets. And I'll make you one. And I always say, I'm always praying when I'm making them and blessing them that the wearer of this bracelet feels the healing every time they put it on. I also put them on my Rife machine. I have a frequency generator that I can program like the vibration of love, the vibration of healing into it. And so I let them also sit on that as well. So they come fully charged and ready to protect when you get them. But email me and I will definitely send one out. They're $45 each. I will have to figure out shipping, but send me an email. Okay. PR says, I was woken from my sleep the other day because my ears were ringing so loud. That's frequencies. That's the frequency shift coming in. The other thing too is that there are big solar flares that are happening. The sun is really active. And I think that those coronal mass injections, when they hit Earth, if you're a very electrical person, meaning you shock people, your legs twitch, you have neuropathy. A lot of people who are very electrical have shorting in their wiring because your nervous system, your central nervous system, is your electrical wiring of your body. And if you're getting overloaded with frequencies, it can be neuropathy, twitchiness, restlessness. Yeah, it can be a bunch of stuff. So anyways, the ringing in the ears, that's the frequencies. The frequencies rising. Can you say if you think people would be taken away in Calgary from their homes? Okay. Oh, we got to talk about this for a second. I have good news. I have really good news. So there is a narrative to what is happening out there. There is a plan. Back at the very beginning, one of the liberal leaders actually leaked the plan and said, and date by date, I'll have to find it. I have a picture of it somewhere. But it was crazy how everything that happened, the lockdowns, all of it happened right when that outline set. Spirit also showed me that, yes, there is an absolute narrative to this play that's happening. Something is playing out before our eyes, that they're trying to change humanity forever. They're trying to upgrade, but not in the right way, not to their will, not God's will, or your will. But in Alberta, I truly believe that anyone who is really dogging Kenny, our premier, guess what, you guys? He saved us. I know that the man knows the plan, because at first he was laughing, going, back ass, what are you talking about? There's no way that's coming into Alberta. And then he recalled on that. I read energy for a living. The guy had a gun to his head. He was told what he was going to say. This guy has fought for us through the pandemic. He actually is on our side with a gun to his head, literally with a gun to his head. But he did something that I know that is protecting us down the line. He took out the part in the Alberta legislation that gives the government the right to mandate this jab. Apparently, for the last 100 years, there was a clause in that legislation that said, or not a clause, it was part of the legislation that said that the government had the right to mandate it, force it on everyone. Kenny took it out. Kenny took it out. And a lot of politicians question that mid-pandemic. Why would you take that out? Because he knew the script. He knew what was coming. That's why he took it out of the legislation. So actually here in Alberta, it cannot be mandated. It can't. The other thing that I need to tell you guys is, so one of my boys goes to UFC, University of Calgary, and they are mandating it with their staff, students, everyone. And so me being an ordained minister, I wrote him a religious exemption, and all of the supporting documents and everything, the scriptures, everything to back up his application for this exemption. Of course, it got denied. And so we spent 2.5 hours writing a kick-ass email that basically said, who are you? Who gave you the superiority to judge my faith? You are not God. So don't you dare dismiss my belief systems. And good news, it got accepted. My boy's got his religious exemption so he can at least carry on with his education, because we were going to pull him in January if they continued to mandate it. And so please have faith, you guys. I mean it. And for anyone who is going for a religious exemption, appeal it. If they deny it, appeal it. We got our appeal. I quoted scripture. I said to them, my relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ is no one's business, and that should not be on trial here. Quoted some good scriptures, and now my boy can go to school. Tracy says, what is the difference between the God source and the religious God? Okay, so I'll tell you. The religious God is man-made. And I mean that. It's a man's interpretation of what God is or was to that prophet, right? It was their interpretation. It was their truth being broadcast through them. And that can be a great study guide. The Bible is a wonderful study guide. But it also says in there, the kingdom of heaven is within you. There are many different realms of reality around us. And you want to access them? You want to see angels and sit with Jesus? You have to start going within. You have to start praying and building that connection, raising yourself to that frequency. And one thing that I will say, I used to pray, like scream at God when I was in my worst frame of being. And I wouldn't feel anything. I wouldn't feel peace. I didn't feel my angels. I felt like I was completely alone. And years later, after I built that communication or that bridge clearer where I could understand, I asked, why didn't I feel you back then? What was that all about? Why couldn't I hear you or feel you? And what I heard was my vibration was so off that all I could hear was static. It's like a radio station. And we need to attune ourselves to the voice of God or the voice of spirit. It doesn't matter what you call it. Don't think of religious God. Think of that higher broadcast, that greatest joy. What does God represent to you? What does it represent to you? What does that feel like? Because if you think of the word God and feel fear, don't call it God. Call it universal energy. Something, I don't care if you call it Bob. Bob knows who he or she is. It's not about that. It's about the broadcast, the radio station. And it's interesting how by society, when we pray, we're talking to God. But God talking to us is psychosis? I don't think so. I think that higher, ultimate, greatest creator out there, we are all connected to it. It's just like all the cells in my body and my liver and my spleen. It's all part of me, but it doesn't make up me. It's a part of everything. It's part of my body, what's inside of me. We really are a part of the body of God, the universal, creative, life force energy. And we're here for a reason, you guys. We are here to wake up humanity. That's why you are going to feel tired from holding it up. It's not easy, but we're here to make a difference. So even a smile to a stranger, we don't know what load they're carrying, right? So a smile, a kind word, opening the door, buying someone their coffee, that's in front of you, behind you in line. It's paying it forward because it's going to come back tenfold, big time. Be the change, be the difference, show them how it's done, remind them who they are. At the core of their being, we are all love. We just need to wake up and remember that. Okay, Mexico. What do you see coming for Mexico? They're against mandate. Will they hold up everywhere here, or for some areas it won't? I think it depends on what part you're in. I think. I don't really know if there's anything big in the news happening down there because I haven't watched the news probably in 2 years. But so Mexico is all about their tourism. And they're all about money. So I don't expect them to close their doors or mandate it, because even right now, you don't even need to take a test to get into Mexico. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking. Let me see here. Through all of this, Danae says, through all of this, how do I continue to feel gratitude? Look around at what you have, where you are, who you have around to hold you and console you. These are all your blessings. And even in spirit, our loved ones are absolutely, absolutely with us. I see, where did I see it? Girl next door says, I miss my 2 sisters who have passed. Do they have any messages for me? First of all, I'm so, so, so sorry for your loss and them passing. That is absolutely brutal to lose to lose family like that, and especially both sisters. That is awful. Oh, I do have a message actually. And during these live things, I'm going to be honest, I don't usually do mediumship because it can get really personal really quick. It can. It's crazy what will come out of my mouth when I tune in. And there's an audience, right? But I will tell you, your two sisters are actually working with you from the other side. I can see one on each side of you holding you up. And both of them, I truly believe, come from the angelic realm because I'm seeing wings behind them, or else they're bringing their angels to lend them to you. Oh, it's their angels. Okay, sorry. I was seeing wings behind them. They're working with you through the veil. So I want you to start paying attention to your dreams, to who's talking to you in the car. Turn the radio off when you're driving by yourself. Have an open conversation with your sisters, because their words are going to be very easily felt within you. You're not making it up. You're not crazy. Listen to the bounce back voice. It will sound like you talking to you, but it's not. It's not. So I am going to, I think, sign off. I'm just seeing if there's any other ones that I need to say. Okay, Jenna says, I feel like I'm starting to read people walking by them or being around them. It's been getting stronger the last month. What can I do to focus it? Just stuff popping into my head. Ask for clarity around it so that you understand why you're picking up the information that you are around them. But usually when I do that, or usually when I'm picking up random stuff on people, I just surround them with light. Oh, and I'm glad that you asked that question, you guys. We cannot sign off yet. We need to take 5 minutes and do an energy recalibration. So, before you guys sign off, let's do this. I'm sure it's been a long week for a lot of people. So wherever you are, I want you to just close your eyes and take a nice, big, deep, cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's just take a moment to call upon our guardian angels, our warrior angels, our heavenly creator, Mother, Father, God, to surround us, to completely raise the vibration around us. So I want you to see a golden light in your mind's eye, slowly pouring down the crown of your head. Just allow it to slide down your face. Breathe it in through your shoulders, breathing out all heaviness, all baggage carried in the ethers simply melts away. You remove and delete all burdens from your back. This pure liquid light slowly moves down your body. I want you to breathe it in through your heart, especially if you've been carrying heaviness on your chest. Let's just remove that. Breathing in that light, I want you to exhale all darkness from your body. Bringing that light all the way down to your toes. I want you to place your hands palms up. And in your mind's eye, I want you to see a circle of angels holding hands with us. And I want you to place your hands in mine as we join a massive vortex of light clear across the globe. The intention to heal and uplift with every breath, clearing and removing all negative energy from our field, from our matrix, and from this planet. As you place your hands in mine, I want you to feel the light and the tingling that is taking place within your hands. Breathe that light up through the palms of your hand, taking it straight into your heart. And as you exhale, open your heart wide and see that light being broadcast all across the globe. Love is at the center of your being. So I want you to breathe in the highest source, highest love of life force energy, and move it through your body, amplified, out through your auric field. Breathe in and see all the pores of your skin opening up. And I want you to breathe in through every pore in your body, bringing the golden light of healing love to the center of your being. And with every breath, allow this creative life force energy to recalibrate you from the inside out. Feel an expansion of light. So with every breath, a golden dome around you and around us grows bigger, spreads wider, reaching every corner of the universe. You are the light that this world needs. So see yourself as a pillar of strength and light, teaching all who come to you how to move into love, how to awaken their own divinity. So filling our hearts with gratitude as every cell in our body heals and resonates with the pure vibration of miracles. We rise up together as one. Bring your hands to your heart, connecting in love, connecting. so it is. I thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It's been awesome to sit here with you and answer your questions. I will try my best to get the courage to put more videos online. With the censorship, it's unreal. There is one video that I'd love for you to watch. It is the Attention Canadians, I think it's called. Jason Shurka named it. But if you haven't seen it, it still is on my playlist. So watch it and hear what we had to say. And this was back in September, before what we had to say became news. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of work to do as light workers. But you guys, we got this. We chose to incarnate at this time. So I thank you guys so much for joining me. 111 seconds. That is so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Stay blessed, and we'll keep in touch. Bye for now.